Hey everyone, it's Anthony over at Stop the Killer, and I'm with Matt Russell, who is the writer and director of the Kickstarter Halloween 2 trailer campaign video. And we have something really fun for you. We have the digital sample that came from the factory, and we thought we'd do an unboxing to show you guys the game, and we're really super excited. Um,
Finally,
what was that?
finally.
Finally, oh my God. And they could be guys, this took months and months and months and months of design work with Fright Rags and Universal. And we had a version. Matt, tell them about the version we used in the trailer, the challenges we had.
Well, that was the very first digital sample of the game that you had, right? So
Yeah,
not all the artwork was approved and the
right,
original game pieces were not approved. So we actually weren't able to use the game pieces you had,
right,
which is where the idea of using custom game pieces of our characters
right.
born. And it actually, in my opinion, worked better for the commercial itself.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you guys look at the game pieces in the trailer, they vary a little bit, and we couldn't show you everything. So, by the way, we're at Stop the Killer, we're developing another line of games, and they sent me the samples for those as well. I'm before Matt and I hopped on, we're like, are they going to be in it? They are. So I'm going to block this from your view. So, okay. The other one should wait. The other one isn't in there.
You should cover your lens.
Oh, I should have covered the lens. So anyway, and the other one isn't in there. Why did they just, and by the way, it looks really cool. Oh my God, I can't wait I can't really wait to release that game. So there are two digital samples in here. One of them is for Universal Studios. And there it is. Oh my God, amazing.
Beautiful.
And so I'm gonna show you one. The other one is for my company to look at it and make sure it's approved. But the game box looks, you've seen that already. This is the back of the box. We can finally show you that. It's just really great artwork of Justin Osborne's artwork over at Fright Rags. Just
That's going to be a poster, right?
Yes, there's a poster of that. And actually there's more on the poster, but it should be in the box. So here we go. Let me open it up. Cool. We have the trick or treat sticker.
Nice.
Well, you can put that on your laptop or whatever. The game guide, which is now the digital sample does not have the names in it. Okay, so as a backer of the Stop the Killer games, we put your name actually in the game guide, but it isn't in this one. So I'm just going to have them add it. But those are all of your instructions and this one page. So this tells you the objective, quick setup, and how to play. You read those 3 pages, you're good to go. That's how quickly we get you set up on the game. This is what we're excited about. Matt, I was telling you that in the other games there's a very specific pathway that the killer has around the board. We've done
Right.
3 pathways for Michael with different difficulties. So there's your level 3, level 2, level 1, and you just flip it to the side you're going to use. So it's like if
Oh,
you're
nice.
right. So if you say you want to do level 3, you just pick the board you're playing on and flip it around, and it comes in this really cool. Oh, there's something else in here. Oh, the reminders. This is a QR code. So we're going to be doing a visual how to play, and there's 2 reminders as you're playing. So that all gets put away in that little pouch. This is
And
really
those 3 difficulties are unique to this game, correct?
Yes, we haven't done that before. And we were test playing the game, and we were realizing, well, you could have the killer go a different way. And we thought, well, let's give it a facelift and let's do that for this game. And it enabled us to take some of the art, make the artwork a little more less just a little more pleasing on the board. But then I realized as we were coming up with the different pathways that you could make it harder for the gameplay. And you'll see why when you get the game. It's a little adjustment, but it actually does make the game a little more challenging as you increase the levels. I love this stuff. The punch boards. This is so like old, like 1980 something. But your roadblocks and your skull pumpkins and your officer hunt save badge, which is silver on gold on both sides. Here's the poster, which is so cool that we were able to put this in the box.
Nice.
It's just gorgeous. I mean, you know, you can frame it and take the creases out and it'll just be gorgeous. I mean, look at Fright Rags, man. The artists are amazing over there. We're so lucky to be working with them.
Really are.
And here's the board. Oh my God, here we are. Ta-da! It's basically this is the stock side, which is, as you can see, and he's stalking around Haddonfield. So the idea is that Michael starts here, players start here, and all you're trying to do is stopping him from getting here, which is at the hospital. And as he's walking around Haddonfield, he's stalking. And also see this one right here, this Sam Hain. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. That's Matt's idea.
That's my favorite piece of artwork on the board. I love it that you incorporated that,
Yep.
you know, unseen moment.
Yeah, like, you know, he was there and he wrote Sam Hain on the board. It's better to not see him like painting Sam Hain, but like here, Matt was like, just show him, you know, stabbing the table. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. So, or you can play on the kill side. And if you notice, the game, so if you look at the game in the trailer, it's square. We chose this design where you sort of round off the edge because it's just a little like manufacturing thing. If we kept it orange on this side with square, they would have had to wrap the orange paper around, and there was this little orange border around the edge that nobody liked. It kind of conflicted. So anyway, we made it look like this. And here's the kill side. You know, he's killing people. All the famous kills.
Aaron, Jill,
right? And
Mr. Garrett,
right.
and the Marshal.
And the Marshal.
And you got Loomis's face on the board.
Yes. Loomis, we were able to use a full face. And they just said, yeah, you can put Loomis full face on everything. And it was great. So here we are inside the box. You've kind of got you've got your kill spinner. Underneath is the expansion pack 2. And I won't open that, but you have all your stands. This is for your 3 Michaels. Actually, they only needed to put one of those black ones in there, but it's nice that they did that. My favorite thing is the weapons. Whenever we get the game, oh, these look so good.
All and they're actually metal now, right?
They're metal now, right? We've only had them as resin. And okay, so let me show you. Here's the knife. It's a little, doesn't that look great? And that
looks awesome.
They don't really sound like metal, but they are. Now here's the thing, I have the resin ones here. So, you know, we get these, but then they turn it into metal. And, you know, it's just a really, really cool, I don't know how to best show it to you, but I mean, I guess you could hurt someone. Actually, you can't. It's completely safe. So let me show you the other ones.
They look much better than the spray painted ones.
Right. For the trailer, right? You're talking about the trailer. Right. The one in the trailer is spray painted because it was resin. It was it looked like this when we got it from the factory. So we had to spray paint it. Yeah. There's the lighter, which some people were like, what's the lighter doing in there? Loomis takes Michael out with the lighter. It's totally a weapon. And
no, it does not work. That was a question somebody asked you, was if the lighter would work.
If the lighter would work. Yeah, somebody said, would the lighter work? Right.
That creates a whole new shipping issue.
There's the scalpel, which is so cute. I mean, if I bring it closer, it's going to get blurry, but there it is. We have the hypodermic needle or syringe, whatever you want to call it. It's not, again, this is not sharp at all. We made sure it was rounded. We have a great 3D modeler. And of course, there's the hammer. It looks pretty good in the trailer.
Oh yeah, no, it looks great.
The dice, you get 3 dice with it. That's Michael's die, the orange one. That's the player's die. And this is the guy that tells you if you draw a card. There's and all of the characters that come with the game are in here somewhere. I have to find them, but this is expansion pack 1 in here. And inside you've got 10 more cards. You've got, are all the characters in here? Oh, these are the
those are the extra characters, right?
yes. So here you get Alice.
Nice.
Laurie Strode. You get Laurie Strode. You can only get her. So in the Kickstarter version, the campaign version, you can only get these characters. So if you buy the game elsewhere, you will not get these characters. So if you're watching this and you haven't contributed to the campaign, go to the pledge manager because it'll automatically come with it. It doesn't cost any more. Dr. Mixter. We have Janet. Janet's pretty cool. And what do you think, Matt, of the cutoff faces.
I like it. I think it all looks pretty neat.
Yeah, it kind of has that like Marianne Chambers. Again, if I hold them too close, they will be a little blurry. Bud, and you get Nurse Jill. And of course we have the Universal logo on everyone. Yeah, we liked it. This old timey kind of retro. I don't say old timey, but this retro, like cutting the face half. They used to do that in games like that. When you're going through the approval process to get things manufactured with a licensor, you have requirements and you have to adhere to their guidelines. And so that was a design they really liked. Here's the trick or treat bag. Really cool. You can put all your game pieces in there and store it inside the box. You have your 3 Michaels. You can pick the one that you want. So with the butcher knife, which is really not in the movie, you don't really see him with a knife, but hey, you see that's the one where he's bleeding. Is he bleeding? Yeah, his eyes are bleeding there. And then you can use this one where he's not bleeding. Here are the game pieces that come with the standard games. So you have Mrs. Elrod, Sheriff Brackett, Mrs. Alves, Dr. Loomis, of course.
Yeah.
Which
Who I'll be
character would
playing
you
as?
play as? Yeah, are you going to play as
Dr. Loomis, of course.
Yeah. I'd probably play as Nurse Karen, or I'd play as Mrs. Elrod for sure. And you have your 30 cards. The cards are so fun. And they feel really nice and smooth, but there's the backs of them. All right. And then you have Mrs. Alves. You get just a lot of fun cards. The one that we really, and you see characters from the movie that you like, Mrs. Elrod screaming her head off. You didn't listen to old Bud, place a roadblock on your space. This is circle the block again. I love that card.
There, by those trees.
Right. We hope that when you're playing the game that you're going to be saying like lines from the movie and
well, keep going.
Right. He goes, right. Well, keep going. Right. I love that. Ask another player. This one was really inspired. I have so many people email me being like, that is hilarious. And you just ask another player to think of mustard or mayo. It's just fun. We want you to have fun playing the game. And you have, iconography from the movie all over the place. You've got Officer Hunt saying everybody goes back out.
He doesn't get enough credit as being the police of Haddonfield get a bad name, but they're actually pretty smart in the first 3 Michael Myers films.
Yeah. Well, they like Sheriff Brackett learns of this horrible fate of his daughter, and they've got it covered. It's like, go home, we got it, and they're really on it.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you pack everything up, and you take all your pieces and you put them in the bag, and you can store them into this section in the box, and everything gets nice and tidy. Well, let me take out the Halloween 2. This is the other expansion pack that you cannot get outside of this version of the game. And if you order it through the Pledge Manager now, because the Kickstarter is over, you'll pay a little more. It's $69 instead of $59. That's to reward the backers that pledged during the campaign. So they get a $59 price. But if you get it now, it's $69 and you get these 2 things completely exclusive to the game, and you won't get them if you buy them later. And inside here are 30 trivia cards. How do I get this? I'll just peel it off. And here we are. And they have difficulty levels on them. You have like question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. And if the hypodermic needle tells you how easy or hard the game is, or the question. Awesome. We did this in our previous game. So like question 1, right? What you do, there's a space on the board where Michael is 5 or 6 spaces away from reaching his destination. Everybody can stop playing at that time and say, okay, we're all going to work together right now. We're going to stop playing. And if we can answer a trivia question about, all of them are about Halloween 2. If you can answer the question correctly within 15 seconds, that's what this timer is for. Orange, by the way, everything's color coordinated. If you can answer anyone at the game, up to 4 people can answer this trivia question inside correctly within 15 seconds, you get to push Michael back further, which will delay his arrival. But the way you do it is you peel open this little sticker, you open it up, and you read the question inside, which is right here. And then you go through, you look at this answer, and you actually go into the game guide to decode the answer. So it's just a lot of fun all the way up to the end of the game. And that's pretty much it. Is there any, I don't think there's anything I didn't show you, but that's pretty much it.
Check out a shot of the kill spinner.
Oh, the kill spinner. Yeah, yeah, good idea. Here we go.
So you get still fighting.
Right. Michael kills you.
You kill Michael.
Or you kill Michael. And they're, you basically give it a nice hard flick. And the still fighting, I've been in games where somebody flicks that 6 or 7 times, and it just adds to the fun. And it was designed as retro fun. It was designed as though the game came out. It looks great. I don't know if the game would looked as good as it did. It probably just would have had like the pumpkin on the front, but Fright Rags, all they do is amazing art. And so we had
their artwork is incredible. It's always incredible, but on this game, all 3 of the games, but
yeah,
being the diehard Halloween fan that I am, I'm over the moon about all this artwork.
Yeah. It's just dripping with Halloween 2 amazingness. Everything was very carefully, like the backs of the cards have, the pumpkin on it. And, if I were, I grew up in the 80s, and if this game were available, my mom would have bought this for me. And I think that's why we're designing these games, because it's like, well, it wasn't available back then. So yeah, so the kill spinner is used when you go up against battles. You have your weapon, you land on Michael's space, and you flick the kill spinner, and it's just a fun moment. And you'd be surprised. Some games there's 4 players and one person kills Michael early in the game. Then you play it again and Michael takes you all out. So it's got different results. It's unpredictable. The cards are being pulled. It's just a lot of fun. So anyway, we just wanted to hop on and show you guys the unboxing. And so anyway, that's it. Hope you guys had fun. Thanks for joining me, Matt.
Bye, guys. I'm coming over now to play.
Yay, come on over. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.